Welcome back, everybody. In the last video, we were able to start all the bonder work on the car, and now it is going to be taking off all the body panels so that we can wrap it. So today we're going to be taking out the front and rear bumper. We're also going to be taking out the headlights so we can access them. Also, that way we can fit inside the inside of this rear quarter panel back here. We're also going to be taking off the interior panels. That way we can access where we are going to need to be able to loosen up this door handle. That way we can wrap underneath and around the door handle. So we got things to do today. It's gonna be a lot of time lapses, but hopefully you guys enjoy. If you guys don't know how to do any of this, you guys can watch along and figure out how to do it as yourself. Okay, I'm gonna continue into working on this car. Now, the little bits that we touched up here and there with the paint chips, that also came out really well. So it is time just to get in this. Let's go. What I'm gonna do is take off the front bumper. I'm gonna back up the car a little bit just to have more space to work, and that way I can cleanly bring it over there. Speaking of which, I have a little goodie which I'm gonna be installing in the next video, which is a carbon fiber AIR Racing front splitter. You'll see that installed as soon as we get the wrap done. So I have 4 different baggies for the 4 different things I'm taking apart: the front end, the left, left door, and then rear end. I have little baggies where I'm gonna mark each one, and I can keep all the hardware here, all the physical hardware. If I can reattach it, I'll just reattach it back onto the bolt. But if it needs to be taken out, like it needs to sort of push pins, I'm gonna have it all labeled, safe. This way, whenever I'm putting it back together, it's nice and easy. We don't lose anything. So this is always good. And the great part about it is you can reuse it just by putting another little sticky thing over and then rewriting over it. So these are good. The front, let me just get this hood pin really quick. 1 second. Hard to do with one hand. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna get to this little shroud bit, and then we're gonna be able to get to all the hardware holding around the outside. And this, I probably am also gonna take off my headlights, just because that way I can really tuck in the wrap underneath this little lip. Earlier, I remember doing all of this work when I did the conversion over there. So it's bringing back a lot of memories from working on this in the last couple of months. But it feels good. I have all the wiring detached. It is completely off. I should probably take 1 second. Move away the screwdriver. Okay. Should probably take this off as well. Put that down over here for now. Okay, so the bumper's off. What I still have to do, avoid stepping on that. Okay, what I still have to do is take off the grill, because when wrapping it, I'm gonna need it off the little lip that we have on right now. I'm gonna take off the fog lights, the parking lights, and both grills. So, and these grills, if you guys haven't watched the video for that, these were a pain to get on. So it's gonna be fun getting all this off. Okay, so taking off everything off the bumper, the bottom splitter, both of the different grills, the 2 different lighting systems, all of that is going to be stored over there. In the meantime, this is officially done. I'm going to flip it back to where it was. And we got new hardware instead of just little plastic clips to go through this. This is going to be the new hardware with our AIR Racing splitter. Once we wrap this, the next thing I'm going to do is install with that, so that by the time we install in there, it's already done. So since we got the front off, the next logical piece is to get the rear bumper off. So it's a couple screws right in here. These are funky. They're just regular screws, I guess. And then we also have some bottom ones that we gotta do. Those, I've seen some people just hand do, so we'll see what we gotta do when we get to it. Okay, I just took out the headlights. This way we can actually reach inside of the fenders and then tuck in the wrap on all the corners. Those are the headlights, and the hardware is in my hardware baggie. Now we can officially go to the rear end. Very first thing I gotta do is I gotta be able to take off this bit right here. What that's gonna do is allow me, 1 second. What taking out this bit is gonna do is it's gonna allow me to be able to reach the bolts to take out the headlights, which is gonna allow me to take out this. There's a couple push pins in the middle right here, and there's also some screws I gotta get to. Okay, so to get off the rear bumper, we have to access these screws. I've been trying to every little stubby, short screwdriver I can find. It's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to take off my wheel, so I'm gonna grab the jack from right there, jack up my car, and then be able to access the wheel. It's a bit frustrating and an extra step, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Okay, so I undid the 3 bolts on the inside right here. I already separated a little bit. I'm not gonna take it all the way off for now, just loosening it. And then I started up my rear baggie with the 3 bolts. So we are ready to go. I know that's only 2, there's 1 down here. We're ready to go. Let's now put back on this wheel and then do the other side. That way we can actually access it and get this off. But it looks like this is gonna be pretty easy to take this rear off. So let's do it. And if you guys know anything about cars, you guys know that 295 tire is a wide ass tire to be running. Now I'm running super wide in the back, but with wide tires comes heavy ass wheels. So this is gonna be a chore to put back on my axle. So let's see how easy this is. You guys get the idea of what to do. I'm gonna go on the other side and do it real quick. There's no point in showing it twice, and it's gonna be a lot of hard work, so. So the rear bumper has been completely removed. Now the next step is, I'm gonna clean this up, don't worry, it is very dusty. The next step is, I already took out the little parking lights. What I gotta do now is undo anything, like for example, okay, so I already did the parking light. Next thing I'm gonna do is I gotta take off my license plate, but besides that, it's looking good. Okay, so I took a break. I'm back with chocolate meringue cake, but the mission is, like I was saying, the next mission is taking off the door handle, which means I have to take off this entire interior piece. I don't know if you can see, but there's little screw areas where I have to pop these off and access screws. And then from there, there's 1 screw behind the actual physical door handle, and there's another one, if you can see right here, inside of where you can grab the door. Now, I am going to be putting a light on the interior so that you can see the process, and whenever I time-lapse it, that way you guys are involved. So let's go. Now, I hooked up a light on the inside so you can actually see what I'm working on a little bit better. Let's do this. Okay, so when working with the door handle is really hard, but as you can see through the hole, I got it off. This is the inside panel. I got it all done. That side, I'm not gonna get to, you can't even see. I'm not gonna get that until tomorrow. So tonight, we're gonna wrap up with everything except for this 1 door being done. But besides that, everything's apart. As you can see, it still has a door handle on it, so that's what I'm gonna call it tonight. I'm tired. I gotta go to sleep. I gotta wake up early tomorrow, and then me and my friend are gonna be wrapping it. So you're gonna see the process behind that. Should be super exciting. This is the interior door panel, and I have all the hardware for the driver door with all the pieces inside of it, right inside this little bagger called, or inside a baggie called driver. So we're gonna be ready. This is it.